Howdy everybody, my name's Richard Sipe, and I'm an eBay Motors Senior Product Leader who spends all his free time rebuilding cars and spending money on eBay Motors, buying tools, parts, and accessories for my rotating fleet of vehicles, 10 currently. Today I'm going to share with you 9 tips and 1 secret to selling parts and accessories on eBay, and then Matt Thomas will join me for a live Q&A. First, I'm blown away at how you, our eBay Motors sellers, have helped make eBay an amazing parts and accessories marketplace that's home to over 600 million global listings and millions of buyers. Worldwide, 43 times per second, buyers are searching for parts and accessories, especially in wheels, tires, lighting components, and engine parts. The entire eBay Motors team is dedicated to driving continued growth by improving the experience for both sellers and buyers. Because we only win when you win, eBay Motors is investing in attracting buyers to your inventory through marketing campaigns that target both enthusiasts and those casual DIYers. This year alone, we've invested in a new collaboration with McLaren Racing and Formula One, multiple commercials, and sponsorship of the Car and Driver podcast. Okay, let's talk tips. The first 3 tips are all about improving your listing effectiveness. Tip number 1, the best way to influence buyers is to build trust by thinking like a buyer. Buyers use a listing's photos, description, and details to build trust in you and your product. Up your photo game. Stand above the large number of live P&A listings that have 3 or less photos. Ensure your listing includes actual photos of the part and not just stock photos, advertising, diagrams. Integrate frequently asked questions into your listing descriptions. Additionally, focus on the speed and quality of your responses to buyer questions. Look, parts and accessories purchases can be complex. Don't let unanswered questions about the quality or installation prevent customers from purchasing from you. Tip number 2, use eBay to supercharge your listings. Learn from your competitors, research pricing and availability, ensure all of your listings are categorized properly, and stand apart from competitive listings. Consider creating new bundled listings that contain all the parts necessary for a job or combine parts together with specialty tools to meet the needs of all buyers. Tip number 3, to increase listing efficiency, consider a third-party listing tool. These tools are integrated with eBay P&A and designed to improve listing quality and speed. Tools from providers such as WHI, Rhythm, formerly Channel Advisor, and Revolution Parts can help you scale your business beyond those individual listing management. The second 3 tips are all about promoting your products to reach more buyers. Tip number 4, use available eBay tools to convert customers from shoppers to purchasers. Sending offers to buyers is an especially effective tool for P&A sellers. Experiment with discount amounts and offer timing to maximize your conversion. Tip number 5, use coupon and deals the right way to move high volume inventory. Consider shopping behavior, especially seasonality, in your coupon and discount configurations. Instead of single item quantity discounts, consider creating a coupon for purchasing multiple items from all across your store. Tip number 6, use the power of promoted listings to sell more products. The secret to getting the most out of P&A promoted listings is including accurate fitment data in your listings. Some promoted listing placements now require fitment signals to display. So, if you haven't included fitment, you could be missing out. The last 3 tips, well, before the big reveal, are all about shipping. Tip number 7, consider offering free shipping and returns. Buyers frequently rank these 2 features near the very top of their purchase criteria. Additionally, some eBay recommendation modules only display items with free shipping and returns. And most importantly, listings with free shipping and returns are almost twice as likely to sell. Tip number 8, enable eBay international shipping to access cross-border buyers. Many muscle cars, land yachts, and other vehicles are popular with overseas and Latin American buyers. Yet many of the parts they need are either only available or available for a better price in the US. International shipping opens up your inventory to a world of new potential buyers. Tip number 9, optimize shipping to improve delivery estimates. Fast delivery also ranks near the top of buyers' purchase criteria, and overall satisfaction. Ensure your shipping configurations are optimized for fastest shipping. If you have inventory in multiple locations, you can take advantage of multi-warehouse shipping. Email the team using the QR code here on the screen to learn more. Okay, I've gone over increasing your listing effectiveness, promoting your products, and optimizing shipping. So now it's time for the big reveal. The secret to selling P&A on eBay it's Fitment. Fitment, or compatibility, is data that identifies a set of vehicles that a product's designed to work with. It'll answer the questions such as, will these brake pads fit my 2008 Honda Civic LX? Okay, why is Fitment the secret to selling on P&A? First, Fitment improves your listing quality score, which impacts search findability and your listing's visibility on the site. Second, having Fitment is necessary for search to return your listing when customers search and select their vehicle from their eBay garage. Third, Fitment enables a Fits badge on eBay. The conversion rate of P&A listings is over 2.5 times higher when the Fits badge is confirmed. Last, Fitment enrolls your listing in the Guaranteed Fit program, further enhancing buyer trust in your product. Okay, I know. I can hear you through your monitor. You have my attention with the importance of Fitment and maybe even doubling conversion, but come on. Fitment is a huge pain to get right and maintain, and I don't have time to mess with it. Or maybe you're thinking, I already do Fitment. Either way, I have great news. eBay has revolutionized adding Fitment to P&A listings. In 2022, eBay acquired MyFitment and then offered MyFitment's Fitment Plus program free to eBay sellers. To date, get this, eBay has enhanced enrolled sellers' eligible listings with over 5 billion pieces of incremental Fitment data. eBay sellers who have had their listings augmented with MyFitment, on average, have seen double-digit increases in conversion on those augmented Fitment-enabled listings. Many of these listings either completely lacked Fitment or just had incomplete Fitment data. Okay, even with Fitment Plus, I'll admit, it was still quite the effort for those sellers to add and maintain Fitment on all their listings, but not anymore. I'm excited to introduce eBay's MyFitment automated Fitment coverage. Now, all you have to do to get the benefits of Fitment Plus automatically for all your listings from now on is to create an account on myfitment.com, link your eBay store, and turn on automatic Fitment. That's it. Once enrolled, eBay will make sure all your eligible listings have complete and accurate Fitment from then on automatically, all for free. If you need any help, please contact myfitment at ebay.com and the team will be happy to assist you. Okay, I want to personally thank you again for everything you're doing. I encourage you to make buyer trust the foundation of your P&A business by focusing on your listings, your policies, and your reputation. Attract more customers to your inventory by adjusting your promotional strategies and create those complete job bundles. And I encourage all of you today to sign up for automated Fitment coverage to ensure all your eligible P&A listings have accurate and hassle-free Fitment coverage. If you're following eBay in the news, you may have noticed that P&A has been one of the fastest growing categories in the last couple of years. That growth is due to your incredible inventory and the experiences we build together for eBay buyers. The more we do together, the more we win together. Thank you again for joining me today. Next, we have an interview with eBay seller Lawson Enterprises, followed by a live Q&A.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this eBay Motors segment of eBay Open. My name is Matt Thomas. I have the privilege of working in the eBay Motors department, and I'm happy today to be here with Alec Larson, who's one of our wonderful sellers. Alec, tell us a little bit about your business.
I started selling on eBay. I've been a seller since 2016, and tale as old as time. I started it in the garage, built it up, snowballed the inventory until from a garage up to a 3,600 square foot warehouse. I've got 2 W2 employees, around 8,000 listings, and right around 1 million in physical inventory at the warehouse.
That's exciting. Those are great numbers, and certainly a great growth story. The marketplace we know is pretty competitive. Tell us how you stay ahead of the competition. How do you succeed amongst all the listings?
Yeah, staying ahead of the competition. For me, I primarily have focused on unique items, and not just unique items, but I prioritize a larger catalog of unique items as opposed to a smaller catalog of, say, faster moving parts or parts that might be in higher demand. And it kind of goes against the conventional wisdom, but I found that I'm competing with fewer sellers this way. And for me, if I have, let's say I'm selling a window motor for an F-150, I might sell that item once every 3 months, or it's a slow moving item. but there might be 4 other listings. So I'm competing with fewer sellers. Now you multiply that times a few thousand listings, and then your sales volume, it starts to become a little bit more of a factor to continue to grow the business. It's more sustainable with the volume, even though it's slower selling items. So that's one big factor. Pricing. Every item has the best offer feature on it. I would say 60 to 70% of my sales will come from a best offer initiated sale. The fitment technology that eBay has is crucial. The fitment data charts that are already integrated with each item, it tends to help sell an item a lot faster. The photos are a big thing. Having around 5 photos in each one of my listings, and as much data as possible from the manufacturer. So those are the big things that stand out. When I put time into titles, when I put time into descriptions that are filled with item specifics, left, right, passenger side, driver side, the buyer communication becomes a lot easier and a lot more manageable. Putting time into a listing tends to make when you go to do pay-per-click campaigns, promoted listings, it tends to make that process a lot more efficient and easier. So cutting through the competition, I don't ever really necessarily feel like I'm competing with my inventory at the warehouse. It's not necessarily something that is a factor to me with that the variety of items that I have.
That's a wise perspective, Alex. Thank you for that. When I think about you and 8,000 listings with quite a bit of uniqueness in that inventory, tell me how you handle the complexity of shipping.
Yeah, shipping. One of the downsides to having one-off items is that every day shipping becomes more of a creative process than a automated process. And I have a flow chart that goes something like, if it's under a pound, it'll go USPS ground. If it's between a pound and 3 pounds, it's priority mail. Anything heavier and larger is going to go UPS ground almost every time. It's not uncommon for us to build custom boxes, cut boxes a certain way, different envelopes. So we definitely a complex but creative system that is manageable, and I try to be as accurate as possible with the dimensions, because you avoid many headaches with unexpected costs and surprises. So complexity, yes. Creative, yes. But manageable, absolutely.
That's great advice. I like the thought about creativity and tackling it as a challenge that way. Earlier you mentioned customers, and I appreciate that you did. I love that you are thoughtful about how you approach engagement with buyers. Tell us about a time when working with a buyer, or the fact that you handle the buyer questions directly, has really helped your business.
Yeah, buyers will reach out mainly with simple questions, sometimes installation questions. I can think of a few. One was a customer. Her son had just gotten his license. He's 16 and he's driving around, but his seatbelt buckle is not buckling. It's not actually engaging. And installing a seatbelt isn't the easiest thing, but it's doable. And with I think the fitment data being on the listing, she was able to find the right years for the vehicle, the right placement on the vehicle, and we shipped it out to her, and I got a really cool positive message that she's got it installed. It wasn't that difficult, and now she's got peace of mind because her son's driving with a working seatbelt again. So that was fulfilling in a way. One of those ones that you remember.
For sure, I love it. It's great to help other people solve problems, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And finally, the automotive industry is ever changing. Lots of new technology coming through it. How do you stay ahead of the curve when it comes to those technology changes, or the ebbs and flows of the business?
Obviously, we'd all love, as sellers, to have that crystal ball that would tell us what to buy, what to avoid. For me, it's the research tool, the eBay research tool that used to be Terapeak. It's on the Seller Hub. I use it every day. I use it to appraise dealership lists that I get, and I essentially, I couldn't live without it. It's a really important tool for me.
That's awesome. Well, Alec, it's clear that your attention to detail, your creativity, and maybe most importantly, your focus on the customer is really enabling your success. A true appreciation and gratitude from eBay for the work that you do, selling, but also satisfying or solving customer problems. Thanks for your time today. Sincerely appreciate it. And thank you all for joining